Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine. Welcome back to your English class. Today we are going to discuss a new chapter, that is The Hack Driver. It is written by Sinclair Lewis, a very wonderful writer. So first of all, let's introduce the characters. The narrator, a young lawyer. Second one, and a very important character of this chapter, Oliver Lutkins. He is a hack driver. And where the plot is set up, that is the place New Mullion. So let's discuss this beautiful story. It's very interesting one. So first of all, the background of the story. This is a story about a cunning man. Who is that man? Oliver Lutkins, who is witness in a case, in a court case, but he ignores all the letters which provided to him by the court or by the firm which want him in as a witness. He ignored all the letters. A young lawyer, that is the narrator, is given the duty to find him and take him with him so that the court can continue his proceedings. So let's start with this story. The narrator of the story explains that after completion of his graduation, he started working with a famous law firm in the city. He is not an independent lawyer, he is working with a law firm. He was working as an assistant clerk. He was not happy with his job of serving summons. Means the court orders. Summons means court orders which provided to some criminals or some witnesses to came to the court for the hearing. Because sometimes he had to face very harsh situations. Like if he went to provide that summons to some criminal, that criminals even beat him. So it's very hard to do such kind of a job. One day he got the task of serving summons to Oliver Lutkins, who was the key witness in some case. He lived in a small town named New Mullion. So here the story actually begins. Here the actual thing begins. The narrator was very excited to visit that small and a beautiful town. But when he went through the train at that place, his whole excitement was over. What happened here? That the dull appearance of the town, it made him very sad. He saw a hack driver. Who is the hack driver? What do we mean by hack? Hopefully you guys even watch in many movies that Ghoda Gadi. That is called hack. Okay. So he saw a hack driver standing at the platform who was very cheerful and nice. He went to him and inquired about Oliver Lutkins, as he was new to the town and wanted to find him. So the driver told him that Oliver was a cunning man and who owed debt from many people. So he also cunningly extracted information from that lawyer that why he needed Lutkins. And the lawyer presented him the information that he needed him in a court case. So at this, that hack driver agreed to help, or he is willing to help that lawyer. So there is a deal was cracked between both. He decided to hire Bill Hack because Oliver told that his name was Bill. So he hired his hack and go on a search for Lutkins. Bill somehow traps the lawyer in his story and they visit different places in search of Lutkins. He always asks the lawyer to stay behind. He wants that lawyer should stay behind. Why? Because he said to lawyer that if Lutkins saw him, he must run from there. So that's why he wants that he should stay behind. So when they move forward, first of all they reached the shop of Fritz. They go to the Fritz to catch Lutkins while playing poker. But Fritz told them that he has gone to Gustav for a shave. Who is Gustav now? He is a barber. At Gustav's, they weren't able to meet him even, and were told that someone saw him at the pool room. Now they rushed towards the pool room, and what happened there? Here also somebody said that he left the pool room after buying cigarettes. So he went three places but didn't get Lutkins. Every time they were told that he just moved from here. So really disappointed for the lawyer. Then Bill described Lutkins as a cunning man and guessed that he must have gone to Gray for a shave. Gray is another person who is also doing the same business of barber. So they went there in the afternoon, but even there he didn't get. In the afternoon, Bill offered him to buy lunch from his wife because he said that it would be less costly than the restaurant. So he agreed. They had lunch at Wade's Hill. There is a small hill near the town. They had their lunch there. It is a very beautiful place. By the time the clerk was totally impressed by Bill's nice and cheery nature. He had even started comparing the village people to city people. Later on, they went to search for Lutkins at his mother's house on the basis of the information derived from one of his friends. One of his friends means one of the Lutkins' friends. He got the information that he must went to his mother's house. But when they reached there, what happened? There was the lady, horrible, and they hurriedly left the place as she was about to attack them with a hot iron rod. Means the mother of Lutkin. She said that she doesn't know about Lutkins and she ran behind them with hot iron rod to hit them. Anyhow, they managed to peep inside the house and they doesn't found Lutkins there. So they are very disappointed but didn't get Lutkins. At last, the lawyer had to leave without serving summons to Lutkins. Next day, he was scolded badly by his chief, by the chief of that law firm, and was again sent to New Marion with one companion who knew about Lutkins, who actually knew Lutkins properly. When they reached the station next day, the clerk happily pointed out that Bill was such a helpful person to him search Lutkins. When he told this thing to his companion, at this time the truth was revealed by the companion that the head driver was none other than Lutkins. So here the point is that Lutkins befooled the lawyer. The clerk felt so bad and ashamed of how he had been fooled by a villager. So really disappointed thing for the lawyer. So what is the climax of the story? On reaching New Marion, they find the head driver laughing and talking to Lutkins' mother. Who is the head driver? Lutkin. So he's talking happily with the mother. The lawyer companion tells him that the head driver is Lutkin himself. So really disappointed thing for the lawyer. So what is the resolution of this story in the end? We have to conclude now. Lutkins and his mother laugh at the lawyer and invite him for coffee at the neighbor's house, who are the only person in the whole town who missed seeing him the previous day. Otherwise, that head driver means Lutkin, he take him or have a round of whole the town and everyone watch what they are doing. Everyone know that the person is Lutkin, but only the lawyer who was with that head driver or Lutkin, he doesn't know. So really a surprising thing. This means that the whole town knows about the lawyer and how he fooled by Lutgen. So really interesting story that it shows never trust on a stranger. If you want to trust, then firstly inquire about that person. So interesting one. And in the end, he passed the summons to Lutgen and asked him to come to the court.